Tonight's feature presentation contains a depiction of sexual assault. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Yeah, so it looks like there's going to be yet another rocket launch coming up. What was it called again? Let me see here. Yeah, the Astra. And it's going to be going to Venus. Why Venus? I mean, isn't our God King Elon Musk trying to get us to Mars? I mean, it's got to be a better planet than Venus, anyways. According to a book cover I glanced at once at a bookstore, back in the old days, men are from Mars, so that's gotta be a better place, right? Anyways, I better get back to this donathon if I'm going to be able to afford the down payment on my spot on Elon's big rocket to Mars.
Wow. Just wow. That was something? Kind of makes me want to leave this world sometimes. Hi, it's me, your friendly neighborhood pumpkin. And I think that really ties into the movie that I brought for us to enjoy together tonight. It is a wonderful story about the end of our world and one group of survivors' journey to another. It's got love, friendship, floating sandwiches, and humanity coming together as it should. Made in 1967 and completed in 1972, it stars Ruta Lee, Grant Williams, Denny Miller, Mala Powers, Bobby Van, Henry Wilcoxon, Mike Farrell, and America's Top 40's own Casey Kasem. Please enjoy the Doomsday Machine here on Shocking Theater.
You know, this is the only Oscar this movie's going to see. Nobody's swarming to see this movie. Yes, I am afraid this movie is in color. Sorry about that. Harry hopes this movie is good. Meanwhile, at my old high school. Hope the cat's okay. Kinky? So that is where they keep the Daleks between seasons of Doctor Who. Never would have thought to look in
Only him and
China.
Ma has the key to that lock. All we can do is to warn the rest of the world.
How much time is there?
Less than 72 hours.
This movie's 72 hours long? Oh no.
I have all I need.
All right, follow me.
Oh, great. I think the grate stuck. You know, this is the worst stag party I've ever been to.
The device is suspended several hundred miles below the control unit.
We are certain the force of this detonation will rupture the faults of the Earth's surface and set up
Whose
a
fault will
chain
that
reaction
be?
of explosions when the Earth's tension is broken.
There are only 51 hours left. We better notify the president.
No go on pressure parity here. 2. Check your output logic at Uniform Alpha, Double Zulu. Unit 9er, Alpha 2.
We have a slight hold at T-minus 120. This is a fuel pressure parity check. Repeat, hold at T-minus 120.
Gentlemen, it is T-minus 120, so we'll have to make this very brief. You all know Colonel Price, flight commander of our Project Astra.
Colonel, why this trip to Venus? I understand it's over 160 million miles away. It'll take you 4 months to get there, and you'll be gone for 2 years.
Gentlemen, we've come a long way in space flight in the last 10 years. Since 1965, our fixed satellites, our space stations, our lunar landing and base established there several years ago, our probes of the outer solar system, all these efforts have helped prepare us for the payoff of Phase 1, putting man on Venus.
Attention. Countdown is resumed from T-minus 120. Repeat, countdown is resumed from T-minus 120.
Gentlemen, any more questions?
Yes. Why do astronauts take the long way to get to a planet?
Instead of hopping straight across to it.
Will Dr. Haynes contact Operator 5? Repeat, will Dr. Haynes contact Operator 5?
And will Dr. Fruit of the Loom contact Operator 7?
Get me ground control, then base security, and operator. Keep this
Can you
line
order me a pizza?
Actually, we take the shortest route. I'll show you. This is the inner solar system. Mars, Earth, Venus, and Mercury. Note, Venus is the next closest planet to the Sun. Your question is, why don't we drop right down here to Venus, taking advantage of the Sun's gravitation? Venus wouldn't be there when we got there. It travels along its own orbit.
You make a rendezvous with it?
Exactly.
Colonel, make this brief.
But I wear boxers.
This is our starting point, and Venus at our point of rendezvous. We get into orbit around the Earth as a launching point in space. Then, taking advantage of the Earth's speed along its own orbit, we take off into deep space on a ballistic course that ends here. Now we drop into a Venus orbit and prepare to land.
And it's as simple as that.
Nothing's that simple.
How long will the journey take?
Barring unusual circumstances.
B, Dr. Honeycutt said it would take 4 months and they're going to be there for 2 years. Won't you listen to the guy right next to you?
Well, what do you consider unusual circumstances?
Anything we're not prepared for. Excessive radiation, meteors, unknown factors.
Bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, aliens, Bigfoot. I mean, we could encounter Bigfoot out there.
Fueling will now begin. Flight crew, stand by. Repeat. Flight crew, stand by.
That includes me, gentlemen?
One last question, please.
Yes.
What about your families, your wives, sweethearts?
That's the most difficult part of the whole trip.
2 years alone?
Gentlemen, thank you.
That confirmed, Dr. Haynes?
Right from the top.
Looks like this is it. We'll speed it up.
Right.
The countdown will begin tomorrow afternoon at 2, right here on 97 Shit. God damn, what a call letter.
Unauthorized personnel, clear the area.
Well, you still think an old warhorse like me can't take it? Doesn't matter what I think, Doctor. Your technical knowledge gives you an override on the computer data to the contrary. I hope you make it. Frankly, so do I. Anyhow, it'll be worth it. You know, I've dreamt of this adventure ever since I was a kid.
That's telling them, Doc. It's the only way to go. I can think of other ways.
Especially for you.
What's the matter? Our navigator got the countdown jitters?
$10 billion worth of taxpayers' money, and we got to put up with clowns.
Oh, come on, you two. Cut it out.
I just hope we're something more than guinea pigs for our brain trust out there.
Attention.
Well, somebody's a pig.
Stage 1 fueling details, stand by. Repeat. Stage 1 fueling details, stand by.
Hey, stage 1. That's the cold stuff, the locks. What's happening?
They're speeding it up. Well, it must be the weather. We're tied to those tracking cameras.
Who cares about pictures? Doctor, get those Pentagon pen pushers off their lard and behind their computers. Our lives depend on ballistics, not pictures.
Attention, all base security personnel. Attention, all base security personnel. This is a Class 1 alert. Condition red. Alpha phase is in effect. All civilians not actually engaged in the Astra countdown report to security headquarters for reclassification.
Red alert? They must be kidding. Khrushchev went out.
No, we're not kidding.
This is 1975.
Even if you kept up with your comic books, you ought to know what China's been fooling around with. Give me control.
Attention, all SAC personnel. Report to duty stations immediately. All leaves are canceled. Base now operating under martial law.
What is this? Where's the colonel?
Astra Control Center will amend countdown to accelerate launch. All minor system checkouts are canceled. Reset all timers from T-90 to T-50. Flight crew prepare to board at T-30.
Those checkouts can't be bypassed.
It's a red alert, Mason.
But the ICBMs are flying.
It's fairly simple. This base is a strategic target. They want us airborne. What do you say, Doc?
Relax, Danny. We'll know soon enough.
Sir, what is it? We've got to suit up, Commander. Take off T-30.
Colonel, we can't let them bypass those checkouts.
I've got to check with security. Excuse me, gentlemen.
We under attack?
All I know, gentlemen, is that we're in some kind of military crisis. It may or may not be the big rumble, but you know the routine. All bases scramble, and that includes our big bird out there.
Colonel, what about those secondary checks?
You and Dr. Perry get together, see if you can live with your pet fixes as they are. It's go for anything short of a fuel leak.
What's the use of launching if we're going to blow it? You know as well as I do, without a full checkout, anything can happen. And we're going to be out there 2 years.
Anything can happen while we're standing here.
And while you're standing there, something just happened.
Colonel Price?
Yes.
I'm from the Central Intelligence Agency.
Can I have your autograph?
We have top priority for replacements on this flight. Replacements? Colonel, I'm Donahue. This is Colonel Mathis. We have special orders to you from the President.
Gentlemen, what is the situation?
Red alert. That is all we can say now. Russia has advised us that
T-minus 45 minutes.
General, there's no time for that now.
you are to replace 3 of your crew with 3 other officers.
Women? Now I've heard everything.
Colonel, this is ridiculous. It's absolutely insane.
Gentlemen, I don't understand.
You will, Colonel, but there's no time to argue.
What's this?
It's special sealed cargo. It's to go on board.
I can't take extra weight, you know that.
The weights have been calculated, Colonel. We 3 women weigh less than the men we're replacing.
Oh, and just who do you have in mind replacing?
They're in your orders, Colonel. Dr. Brown, flight surgeon.
Well, that's me.
Lieutenant Sharp, instrument tech and assistant navigator. And Major Williams, co-pilot and systems engineer.
Yes, sir.
T-minus 44 minutes.
Pardon me, sir. You or the Joint Chiefs or the President can order what you wish. Personally, I think you're out of your minds.
Colonel Price, it's not in your province to judge.
Isn't it?
No.
What about the emotional stability of a mixed crew in deep space for over 2 years?
Colonel,
Who died and made you a psychiatrist?
We have no special accommodations on that ship. There's no privacy at all.
nor are we asking for any special privileges, sir.
Colonel, this is Dr. Marion Turner, flight surgeon, microbiologist.
Where do we put on our suits, sir?
There goes my stability.
What's the story, General?
What's going on, General? Let us in on it.
Let us in, take some shots. Let us in.
Lieutenant Carlson, computer instrument tech and meteorologist.
Hi.
Major Bronsky, co-pilot and survival specialist. Bronsky, the Russian?
First woman on the moon.
That is right. Fortunately, I was at the International Space Conference in Washington when this emergency arose. I'm happy to say that my government has authorized me to join you.
Emergency?
You haven't said anything yet, Doc.
What can you say, Colonel? It's a presidential order.
There must be worse fates, Colonel.
Gentlemen, I'd like to consult our project director, Dr. Haynes. I'm sure he...
You don't have time, Colonel. Please get these women ready at once.
T-minus 43 minutes. Attention, Astra flight crew. Stand by for van pickup at T-minus 30.
Sorry, man.
3 years of preparation.
Well, at least my wife will appreciate these replacements.
Good luck, sir.
Ladies?
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
You know, there must be a practical side to having women.
You mean like having your socks washed?
Everything okay?
A-okay.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
12. Oh my god. That footage looks horrible. Did they dig that out of my garbage can again?
This Saturday morning at 9 and again Sunday morning at 9 right here on Maine's most listened to radio station, W... I'm not going to say all that shit. How do I know they're the most listened to station?
Your velocity is 3250 at T plus 2 minutes. Confirm time sync and prepare for booster cutoff.
Astra to GC. A-okay. I'll go here. Time sync. T plus 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Cut off. T plus 3.
The countdown will begin this Saturday night at 7 and again Sunday evening at 5 right here on WRLD 1490 Radio Lynette, Alabama.
You'll have it made. If you can only
take the second stage into Earth orbit.
Astra to GC. Read you. 30 seconds to cut off.
Colonel Price, this is Dr. Turner.
Clear the air, Dr. Turner.
How much time do we have before second stage cut-in?
Clear the air.
Doctor, you will have several minutes at low G before the second booster takes us into Earth's orbit. The ship's gravity control is on.
Hey, what the fuck am I doing? Promos inside the fucking game?
Clear the air, Casey Kasem.
We are T plus 2 and 45 seconds. Kurt, sequence your checkouts. You've got 2 minutes before cutting.
Well, these sets look like they're made out of cardboard.
Give me a half G on the gravity neutralizer.
You got it.
Cardboard and lazy boys.
You'll have to chance.
Dr. Perry must have pure oxygen. Now ask Aeromedical for his reading.
The countdown will begin this Saturday afternoon at 2, and again Sunday afternoon at 2, right here on WDHP FM, your favorite music radio. Oh, fuck it.
Astra to GC, roger. Take sequence 2-1 as follows. Cabin temperature 90. Air pressure 5.5. Relative humidity 36 degrees. Sequence 2-5 next. Danny, read off.
Telemetry and tracking are green here. Little hash from shielding. Colonel, I warned you not to bypass those subsystem checks.
Take it, Kurt.
Auto guidance is sluggish. Manual override seems okay. Pitch axis is following computer control. 2 degrees per second, over.
The countdown will begin this Saturday afternoon at 1, right here where you're feeling the... God damn.
Dr. Turner, you must let me run this ship. Astra to ground. Come in.
You have 1 minute before firing second stage. Where is your fire commit data? Repeat, where is your fire commit data?
That's Perry's sequence.
Major Bronsky, get into your seat. We fire in less than a minute. Major Bronsky.
Capcom to Astra. Your heat exchanges and pressurization. Give status on sequencer units before program commit.
Astra to Capcom. We are T plus 4 minutes and 10 seconds. What is your attitude for orbital entry? Are we hitting the slot?
Capcom to Astra. We can't bring up your nose. Hit your overrides and fly by wire. You need 4 degrees vertical pitch.
Throw the automatic tanks on manual. Bring us up.
I'm on wire.
That's it. 15 seconds to second stage cut-in.
Major Bronsky, Danny, 15 seconds.
Commit the sequencers on the gas generators.
Committed. Everybody grab tight.
Okay.
Capcom to Astra.
I'm going tight.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, crap!
What the hell's going on here? Geez, well, isn't it the last hour? We got another hour to do? Geez, I thought we were almost finished. Good golly, Miss Molly. Boy, this is fucking ponderous, man.
That's what she said.
Ponderous, fucking ponderous.
It's launched T plus 1100.
T plus 11. They're moving us ahead again.
Combustion sequence in, purge valves green, gas generators full pressure. You're A-OK.
And in related news, the entirety of South Atri Island has been destroyed by what the military has called an act of God.
More like an act of God, right, chat?
Oh no. There are reports coming in of a massive earthquake in California and the entirety of the West Coast. It has just fallen into the ocean.
Well, I guess I'll have to buy a house in Casa del Lex then, won't I? Hey. Why have the nation stopped? Come on, guys. I need to get my Cybertruck fixed. Again. Oh, fluff. The internet.
Well, I think we should return to Escape from Planet Earth before that streamer comes back.
You know, Dr. Perry might have lost his life if you hadn't,
We're thinking of one life. The colonel was thinking of all of us.
Escape velocity reducing to ballistic course speed. Dropping to 18,000 miles per hour.
Cabin pressure up to 0.9 atmospheres. Set control to AGCS. And secure final flight mode. And here we are.
The old girl didn't pop a rivet. Venus, open your arms.
They sure pushed us out of Earth orbit fast. I got a feeling there's something more than a war involved.
You'll have plenty of time to ask them. Everybody get unplugged.
Does she know why we're here?
No.
Are you going to tell her?
You haven't told her that you're going to Venus yet? What?
What'd you read on the Doppler scope?
It's been throwing out a good spectrum. The shift is declining. Velocity 17,500. I'd say we're 40,000 miles out.
We'll put it in the ship's computer and see what we get, Doc.
Right. Well, let's get these wires off, huh? What's her name? Turner.
Oh,
She's
take it off.
Wait to take inventory, yeah, Kurt? I happen to think she knows more about this cruise shift than she's letting on.
Danny, get me Astra Control. I want to talk to Dr. Haynes.
Right.
Hey, they've got us. Something about Russia and the U.S. Chinese are at it again.
That's news?
Picking up a bomb is static. Must be the Van Allen belts.
Or China, with her nuclear toys.
What does that mean, Doc?
Well, it's possible that new device they came up with,
Well, that's why the pig rumble.
Well, that's my guess. Their principle could start an uncontrolled chain reaction. That is, if they're mad enough to try it.
Doc, you'd better get your checkup.
Oh, I'm much better, thanks. Much better. You know, for a while there, I thought I'd never make it. If it weren't for you, I'd probably...
My.
I don't know their name like that anymore.
Come on, Kurt.
Oh my. Oh.
They have to bury these probes so deeply.
It's less than a bee sting.
You could not, Colonel Wright.
I thought the proprieties were out.
What's in? At least let us get familiar with the routine.
True, Doctor. We do have a long time ahead of us.
And with only 3 personnel modules on this ship, we should get quite familiar with the routine.
What is this? Sophisticated Americans suffering from false modesty? In Russia, we are more mature.
Shall we proceed, Doctor?
When you're through in here, Doctor. Coming, Kurt?
Oh.
Nice, huh?
Katie, this isn't a hayride. We're here for a serious purpose.
What could be more serious than a hayride?
I don't think she realizes how serious this is.
What are you two talking about?
There you go, Major.
I can't get over it. Putting females together with the male animal in a cage like this. What are we supposed to do for the next 2 years? Breed?
How about some checkouts while communication's clear?
You know something? Kurt could have a point here.
And that's the only point he'll have in his entire life.
Computers are pretty sharp.
Sending us 3 women?
Well, supposing China did destroy the world, there'd be nothing left for us to come back to.
Oh, come on, Doc, you're space happy. You've been reading the pulps again. Doomsday? Get him. Well, I mean, you guys aren't taking him seriously, are you? Those chopstick jockeys couldn't come off with a planet buster, could they?
Look, it doesn't have to
And
be
everybody's racist.
Accidents could happen on any side.
For the love of... Increase the gravity.
Right.
A ham sandwich?
With mustard.
This is the first time I've seen the Earth and the Moon together from space. Of course, the Russian...
Wow, the Earth and the Moon sure look weird.
Of course.
I speak the simple truth, Comrade Mason.
So do I. And don't call me comrade.
First into space. First to set the record for manned orbital flight. First to...
The question isn't what you did, but how.
What do you mean?
I saw one of your unannounced tries in Earth orbit. A ruptured hulk with a corpse for a passenger. How many more are there?
Perhaps, Captain Mason, we are more dedicated to science.
To science? Ha.
Hey, Kurt, lay off, will you?
I can take care of myself, Lieutenant.
I'm sure you can, Major. But if you ever need the reserves, just whistle.
I'll be on the lower deck if I'm needed.
He's not really a fink. He just acts like one.
A what?
Never mind.
I think, you know, a jerk, a dick, an ass, an anal plug.
Hello.
Enjoy your shower?
Love your homemade water.
do travel first class.
Where's that music coming from?
The radio.
Our later-day Marconi seems to have broken through the static.
Who? Oh, Danny. I think he's cute.
If you like boys. Say, I've been wondering, you got a specialty?
Uh-huh.
Oh?
Meteorology.
Would you care to join me on a tour of the ship? See what makes it tick?
I know what makes it tick.
You do?
Uh-huh. You're divorced. Colonel Price is separated from his wife at present. And Danny? Sweet. A merit badge for him.
You do get around. You, forgot Grandpa.
Dr. Perry's age should protect me there.
I wouldn't bank on it. Let's cut out the games, huh? You know what's ahead of us. We're all going to be cozy together for a nice long time. Now, why don't you relax and enjoy it?
Kurt's the kind of guy that needs to get kicked right between the legs. Very hard. Multiple times a day.
Forceful, aren't you?
Do I need force?
I was talking about vibration.
Oh. How are yours doing?
What do they say?
I'm not sure, but I like them.
They may like you. In time.
No, I think that's a different rocket. Maybe another half hour on the roast. Looks like another half hour on the roast.
How's it going?
Oh, you startled me. I'm finding a high DNA distortion rate due to hard radiation. Probably the Van Allen belt or solar flares.
Speaking of flares, I wonder what happened to the fireworks back home.
Well, I just thank God that any destruction was averted.
I could have told them they were crazy. This whole mess was unnecessary. I mean, bringing you women along. Some stargazer panicked and thought the world was going to end, didn't he?
It was a joint recommendation of the National Security Committee and the Scientific Advisory Board. The president had to act before the Astra was launched.
So in case the world did end, they figured a few people like you and me could do a rerun on Adam and Eve?
Yes, something like that. Look, Colonel, we're only doing what we were ordered to do, and if it doesn't suit you, well, I'm very sorry.
You know, without your glasses, you're a very pretty doctor.
Oh, I'm sorry. I came to see about supper.
Oh, it's the altitude. It works up the appetite.
And makes everybody horny.
I'll help you, Katie. as you say.
Ah, there we are, folks, fresh off the space farm.
I must confess, your country is certainly first in the culinary art of space cooking.
Well, it smells delicious, Danny. Thank you. By the way, Major, remember those Russian ghost ships that Kurt mentioned? I'd like to ask you...
I know of no ghost ships.
Well, there was an early Venus probe. It's Vestia 2, I believe.
Yes, the Izvestia 2. That was lost in space.
Well, its maneuvers were much too sophisticated for it to be unmanned.
The Izvestia 2 was a robot ship. There were no men aboard.
I see. Then it was purely coincidental that a certain Igor Nikhanov just happened to disappear just about that same time.
Colonel Nikhanov did not die in space. They would have told us. I knew him very well. He was my instructor in astronautical science and...
Yes. He was also a very important party man.
We do not mix politics with science.
We interrupt. He was cut off.
What's happening? Why the delay?
A million miles out, it takes a few seconds for transmission to return. What do you see, Kurt?
Nothing unusual. Still there.
What is it?
Stack footage! Oh no!
God.
Ah!
It's happened. Nuclear war.
Come on, everybody. What's all the big surprise about? 2 years from now when we get back. When we get back. If we get back.
Ah, my ears.
It's the one thing we feared. Nuclear chain reaction. Can't be.
Yes, it is.
No. No.
That's static. It's radiation.
No.
Get me the filters. Bringing it in close. It's gone.
Hold on.
Will you shut up?
Mason, will you shut up?
That should quiet her.
What about you? You gonna be all right?
I'm just so cold.
So am
Radiation.
Yes, and it's rising. But that's not all gone. Earth fragments. Great broken masses of land hurtling toward us at meteoric speed.
Earth fragments, that's right, meteors.
We'll have to change course if they get any closer.
You and Kurt get the
Yeah, you should turn around and go home. Oh, wait. Sorry, that was the wrong thing to say right then, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're gonna make it.
Well, I hope so.
I want to live.
I want to live! Come on, Kurt, get a hold of yourself. We all want to live.
Danny. Danny, do you hear me? It's just been sitting there like that. Reminds me of my little brother, years ago when he fell from the roof of the barn.
He's gonna be all right. Danny? Danny? Danny!
What happened?
He's all right. I'll be asked if you need me.
I'm some astronaut.
There's nothing to be ashamed of, Lieutenant. We are all very shaken up.
You seem very calm.
My years of training.
Say, what made you become an astronaut?
You ask because I am a woman?
Yeah.
In my country, women follow the same professions as men. I excelled in science in the university. It was only natural that I should become a part of the space program.
Were you interested in it?
It never occurred to me to question. I followed the advice of my superiors. I was proud to be the only woman in a class with 6 men.
Oh? Well, don't you miss being a woman? I mean...
I know what you mean. You know something, Danny? I like you.
Do?
Yes, Danny, I do.
There, that blanket should take care of all the radiation.
That's a lot better. That curtain cuts the radiation to about 5%.
Flight crew, secure. Get into your seats. Meteors. Repeat, secure. Meteors. Meteors.
Come on, Mason.
You okay?
Yes,
Come on, then.
Our suits. There's no time. Hold the cabin pressure at 0.9 atmospheres. Let's do it!
What if we catch a hole in the hull?
We've got emergency patches.
Without suits, we'd never get a chance to use them.
Here we go.
Will you cut that damned alarm? It's driving me nuts.
It's 15 degrees elevation fast.
We're not plotted. We'll get lost.
15 degrees. 15 degrees! Doc, how much reserve fuel can I use?
We've got the whole return booster.
We're not going home, so shoot the work, Skipper.
Why don't you shut up?
Mason. We're clear. Drop us back 15.
Cut the engines. Cut the engines. Save the fuel.
I will. When you level out.
Oh.
Way off course, but in Well, the speedier traffic thins, we've got no other choice.
How much fuel have we used, Skipper? We've used 20% of the third stage tanks.
And it'll take that much again to get us back on course.
Mason, relax. It's only fuel we would have used on the return trip. Doc, we need a new course.
What we need is time to collect what brains we have left. What are we going to do?
What's going to happen to us?
How do you feel?
Lousy.
All right. Let's run a playback on this whole thing.
Oh, man! Does that mean we have to watch the movie again?
So, fortunately for us, they saw the end coming and reshuffled our crew. In other words, we've been paired off on a latter-day Noah's Ark.
Well, there's nothing like facing the facts, is there? I've got myself railroaded into a stud poker game.
I don't see any cards.
Not bad, eh, kids? Who'd have thought of it? Katie Carlson, the girl who thought she had everything going for her. Now the future mother of a nation. Hey.
May an older man offer something? The past is gone. Every second brings us closer
Thing
to
is,
a new,
he's not that old. He's only
untouched
30.
World. Our world. We're the lucky ones. At least, we have a tomorrow.
Tonight's featured presentation has been brought to you by Acme Planetary Insurance. Has this ever happened to you? A leader of one of your planet's major nations accidentally presses the big red button while trying to flush the toilet? Well, in that case, you need Acme Planetary Insurance. They'll give you the cash you need to replace your planet in 3 to 5 business centuries. That includes the land, the water, the atmosphere, and even the magma, the flora, and the fauna for no extra cost. And for 42% off your first 12 nanoseconds, use our code WHOOPSIEDOODLE at checkout, or you can go to this simple URL: shockingtheater.acmeinsurance.notarealcompany.ihope.gov/whoopsiedoodle and protect your planet today. Accidental destruction of your home planet not available in this solar system. And now for the conclusion of the Doomsday Machine, here on Shocking Theater.
Doc, you got us back on course again. All we have to do is slide down your orbit, 4 months of free fall, and we're home.
Don, can I talk to you alone?
Sure, Doc.
Kurt, it's about your grades. I'm sorry, you're going to have to get out of here.
Rank has no privileges anymore, and no secrets.
Okay, fine.
All right.
You got a D- in social studies and an F in geometry.
Got to get there
You're fired.
less than 2.
2? Impossible. We'd drain the fuel. We wouldn't have enough to make the Venus entry.
The Earth's explosion has tripled the radiation out there, and it's non-directional. We just can't shield it out.
Oh, it's mostly soft stuff, alphas and betas. The gamma concentration isn't critical.
Yes, I know, but 4 months exposure to it'll mean just one thing.
Male pattern baldness.
Hell do you find amusing?
Procreation. The only thing our damn machines can't do. And we're gonna lose it.
Well, I'm lost, Doc. We can't land without fuel.
A few could, by stripping the ship, dropping the booster shell. Oh, I know it sounds ridiculous to say that the weight of a few people could affect the safety of a 50-ton ship, but I've checked and rechecked it on the computer, and there's no other answer.
How few? Well... Yes, Georgiana?
I just came in to open the IFPM switches. Danny and Katie are doing maintenance on the digital units.
Yes, I asked him to check the Stellar B registers. We can't get a good fix on Sirius.
I see. How long was she standing there?
I don't know.
Georgiana? What is it?
Well, she's depressed. She just need all the roast.
Well, that should do it. Hey. Hey, those are tears.
Yeah, she shouldn't have eaten all the roast.
Something else you wanted?
Uh-huh.
Don't. Don't your vibrations ever stop?
You know it has to be sooner or later. Why don't we make it sooner?
God's sakes, cool it, Mason. What are you trying to do? See if I couldn't guess.
Take your hands off her.
It's too damn crowded in this sardine can to be playing tag.
I said take your hands off her.
Bring it up! Mason, I've had it with you! You straighten up or spend the next 2 months locked below.
Or we'll just, well, you're not going to have any roast for a month.
Come on forward. Dr. Perry has something to say to all of us.
So you see, the omnipresence of all this radiation leaves us no option. And we have to protect the 3 people who will survive.
3.
Yes, 3.
So 4 of us will have to...
That's right. Fuel and weight factors leave us no other choice.
It's beyond despairing.
Why should you despair?
In a fire, the mares are always saved, aren't they?
Nothing ever changes in space or people.
Okay, who decides what?
We have everyone's Excel file. The computer will be programmed.
Ha! Sex in the machine.
Well, who does the programming?
Dr. Perry. Any objections?
So, where do the guys sleep? Ah, on the desks. Ah, man, she ate all the roast.
Our new home, I hope. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. 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 Well, I ho
How close are we?
Less than 1 million miles. Only a few days now, and we'll be entering into orbit around her.
Only 3 of us.
Only 3.
I hope you're one of them.
I hope you are.
At the start of this trip, I had a whole world to choose from. Now,
Now there's just me, huh? Just you and me.
What's the answer? Huh? You're out of order, Captain.
Pretty fancy programming, Doc.
That information is for Colonel Price.
Why? We're all in the same mess.
You're gonna love this. I know, Katie. You must be bitterly disappointed.
no, not at all.
It's almost biblical. A patriarch Adam, fatherly, kindly.
I think it's a fine choice. It's amazing. The wisdom of an unemotional machine. That man represents 1 million years of knowledge for tomorrow's generation.
You really buy it, huh? I don't care what that damn computer says. There's only gonna be one decision, and I've made it. You and me, baby. You and me. I've waited long enough for you. You're mine. No one else is gonna get their hands on you.
You're crazy, Kurt. You know that. You're crazy. You don't want me.
It's disgusting.
If you ask for an impersonal decision, we must see the logic of it.
Georgiana, I just don't know what to say. I'm happy for you and Katie. Besides, I'm the oldest.
And that's it?
The computer was programmed. It doesn't make errors.
It's man-made, so it can make errors. We've become machine worshippers. Don't you see it? We're so used to flying on instruments, we don't know solid ground when we're standing on it.
What are you trying to say?
He's trying to say that you and Marion are very much in love. You're young and vital. Essential ingredients for an infant humanity.
You're an animal.
That's right, baby, an animal. We're all animals. No rules, no more pretense. Survival. The game.
Look out!
Kurt. Katie, would you come up forward, please? Captain Mason, Katie, do you hear me?
My God.
Kurt. Oh.
You know, an old keyboard. Oh, yeah, we don't need this old CB. This old hi-fi, no.
No, not that.
What is it?
That's the hairspray in the moose. You guys need to keep your hair like that.
Well, there's enough for this load anyway.
Okay.
Those are earth fragments. Entry should begin at once.
Doc, we didn't reject the computer's decision. Why should you?
Well, I consider it settled. You and Marion and Major Bronsky will carry on. Right, Danny?
Right. Suppose I had stayed at home. At least this way I get a chance to wave goodbye. Gotta get my gear. It'll be all right. Because it has to be.
Danny, hold it. Nobody leaves the ship. It's all of us or nobody.
What?
You heard me.
But that's suicide. The extra weight.
We're going to chance it.
But, Colonel.
Hit the booster commit. That's an order.
All right. Committed.
Okay. In less than 10 minutes, the last stage will blast free and we'll begin deceleration. Everybody secure.
Look, the board.
We never got my subsystem checkout.
The circuit's been shorted.
There's a misalignment in the booster connect.
Let me get it, Skipper.
He will be all right, won't he?
If the booster blasts free, he could use it as a raft. We're committed. We can't stop the sequence.
You mean he can't get back to the ship? We'd be gone.
Fasten your straps.
There we go. He's got his suit from the boat shop, his helmet from Spirit Halloween, and his toy bazooka. He is all ready to go out into space. And don't worry, his mom packed him a ham sandwich in his backpack.
Are you getting a green light?
Yes. But it's not holding.
You've got 4 minutes, Colonel.
Don? Dr. Perry, where's your Jana? She's gone.
What's the problem, Danny?
I'm trying, Skipper, but I haven't got enough mass to swing it. It's really jammed.
Keep trying, Dan. Keep trying. That's it, Danny. You got it.
We made it. Oh, thank God.
Add to that.
100 million miles from home and we ran out of gas. Georgie, why did you do it?
You needed help, didn't you?
I guess so. This is like sitting in Central Park on a warm summer's night. Have you ever been to Central Park?
No, Danny, I've never been in Central Park.
It was a beautiful place. It started at 59th Street. Hey, look!
It's Central Park.
They're just meteoroids.
No, over there. It's a miracle. A beautiful floating miracle. Come on.
How's the fuel? Hey, okay. We're gonna make it.
Georgie, it's Russian. She's got solar cells. That means we've got electricity.
This is the Earth's just here, too.
I don't care if it's the Flying Dutchman. Let's go inside and repair the rig. Come on.
Who are these people and what's going on here?
We've got some excess baggage.
What is it?
Looks like a countryman of yours. Well, at least we've got some oxygen. And emergency power from the batteries, what's left of them. There's no main power. That means...
Somebody do something. Say something.
Hey, we've got juice. We're on the air.
Oh, Danny. I knew such a miracle couldn't be wasted. We're going to live.
How's that for long shots, honey? Somebody's betting on us. We've got to win. Those systems ought to come on now like crazy. But first, let's see if we've got a home to go to. I think I can milk 108 megs out of this rig, even in Russian. Hello, Astra. This is the Izvestia 2 calling. Astra. You read me, Astra? Over.
I don't believe it. Danny! Where are you? This is Astra calling. Izvestia 2.
Don't give up, Danny. Keep trying.
Izvestia 2 to Astra. Come in, please. Over. Hello, Astra. Are you there? Come in, Astra. Answer me. Anybody, please. Izvestia 2 calling Astra. Come in, please.
Come in, Danny. Come in, you wonderful crazy. Do you hear me? Over.
Our craft is operable. We need guidance for entry. We read your signal, Astra. It's faint, but we can beam in on it. Keep it coming. We're on our way. I'm switching to manual control.
Another 5 minutes. Another 5 minutes. 5 minutes left in this movie.
What? Danny, where are you?
Georgie, activate the view screen. I want to see where I'm going if I'm taking this baby in by hand.
I'm activating the image stabilizer systems. We're set on widescan. Should be able to get reception from Venus shortly.
Hello, Astra. All our systems are go. I'm reading your signal, but I'm not getting any audio transmission. Astra, I know you can read us. In 2 seconds, we're going to boost our reception. Stand by to confirm you're holding us on beam for our entry.
Do you read? Over.
Astra, what's happened? Where are you? We're picking up no signals from you. No, it's okay. We've got their signal. Or do we? Astra, where are you? Astra.
Last of man, listen. The craft you are attempting to communicate with no longer exists. Your sister craft no longer exists. The signal you are following is a warning. Had you been able to decipher its meaning, you would not have attempted to trespass on our world.
Your world? Who are you?
We are the collective minds of this world. Your craft
We are
now
the
walks.
Borg.
Be it
Resistance
enough
is
for you to
futile.
know that
You
during
will
this
be
span of
assimilated.
Our evolution, our civilization has witnessed the birth and death of worlds and suns untold. But enough. Your time is short. You may not enter our world. We have witnessed the self-destructive powers of the green planet you call Earth. We have no malice toward you. You have destroyed your place in the universe. Last of man, listen, of this we will tell you. Your journey will continue. Something very strange and very great awaits you beyond the rim of the universe. And now, last of man, your journey will begin.
Well, I guess that's it for tonight's stream. Don't forget to like, comment, and follow for more epicness. I just hope Elon saves me soon.
I hope you enjoyed this movie despite that weird ending. I guess it's what happens when you run out of money and someone decides to finish the film years later. Next time, I will bring to you another classic piece of cinema for us to watch together. Until then, I hope you will miss me as much as I will miss you. Bye-bye.